Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with me. So today I've got a short video to talk to you guys about some of the mascaras and eyeliner.
Hey guys, this is Future Me. After editing the video, I realized it was a little too long, so I've decided to split it in two. This particular video will be on the eyeliners. Thank you for understanding. I will be posting the mascara video up shortly. Thank you.
Now I'll go ahead and start with the eyeliners and hopefully we can get through this really quickly. I'm gonna wipe sponge. I was glad I caught it in time or else my puppy would pick it up. So anyways, what I was going to talk to you guys were about these three eyeliners. The first one is the Lancôme Art Liner. The second one is the Balm's The Swing Liner. And then lastly, it's the NYX Matte Eyeliner. These are three popular eyeliners here on YouTube. And I really have to say that in general, I like all three. They all have really good pros, but a couple of them have some really bad cons. Now recently I finished up my Physicians Formula eye boosting eyeliner in ultra black, and I love that one, but I have put a stop on my buying something until I try and use up something from my collection, and these were three that were already in my collection. Now the one that's been in my collection the longest and I hadn't opened it to use it was this one by Lancôme. That right there is the Lancôme Art Liner right there. It's a beautiful eyeliner, however, and it does perform fairly well. It doesn't really do a lot of smearing or smudging on me, and where I apply it, it tends to last the whole day. Now, I do have some problems with it, and I'll go ahead and share with you guys what my problems are. Number one, it has this kind of a felt tip right there, and I hope that that's coming through in the camera. And so it's kind of a fat felt tip, and if you kind of look at it, it's a bit curved, and so the curve on it is actually quite helpful when you go to apply it on your upper lash line, which is typically where I'll use liquid liner. I don't hardly ever use liquid liner down here because my eyes are just too teary. It's the same thing with mascara or any kind of eyeshadow. The most I'll use is a very water resistant pencil eyeliner, like a gel liner, that I know will be able to stay its place while the day proceeds. But in either case, this is the tip on the art liner right there. And I like the color and how black this eyeliner is. I like that when it applies, it's typically quite opaque. What I don't like about it is that for one eye to get a good line, I have to typically dip into the actual base of it at least 3 times. It does not give me enough product on the actual felt tip to do one smooth line. So then I find myself having to go in and kind of patch up anywhere that it's skipped, and then to create the physical mini wing that I do every day, like on the edges right here, it's just kind of a little bit of a flick. I find myself having to dip in again to try to make that nice smooth line. It's just really difficult in that way to work with, and then I can never get a crisp point to the mini wing or the kitten wing because it doesn't have a nice crisp tip to it. It's a bit more blunted in the end in comparison to the other two that I'm going to talk about. The next one I'll go ahead and talk about is this one. It's the Swing Liner by the Balm, and it's a very nice eyeliner. It has some pros and it has some cons. The main pro, for a felt tip, it's got a beautiful, nice, sharp tip. As you guys will be able to tell, the one over on the far the one over on my far left, your far right, would be Art Liner. The one in the left, your left, is this one right here. That's the Swing by the Balm, and it is a darker matte black. They're both matte, and I love that about both of them. It is a darker black. The Swing one is. The actual physical tip is beautiful on this one, and it's also slightly curved, so it's able to just kind of take the curves of your eye lash line and follow it very easily. It doesn't do, it's very nicely saturated, and that one dip into the eyeliner pool comes back out and is able to cover your whole lash line and create the mini wing perfectly. The problem I have with this particular liquid liner is that it's a very wet formula, and by that I mean is it takes a little bit longer for it to dry, and because my eyes are so teary, I cut through this easily, and it creates a very big watery mess in the outer corner, especially where I do my little kitten wing, because it doesn't have the opportunity for it to dry before my eyes tears automatically just distort and create a huge mess. And so as much as I like this liner, I have to use it on a day where my eyes aren't really irritated or aren't really tearing. And because I have Sjogren's, it's really hard for that. So if you happen to be someone, you don't have to ever deal with allergy eyes, teary eyes, this may be the eyeliner for you. You would probably love it. I think this is like $17, and I believe that the one by Lancôme is something like $25. I'll be sure to put the price up there. But as you guys can tell, Schwing is just a beautiful black, deep, rich liner. But the one con is a big con in my world. And then the last liquid liner that I wanted to talk to you guys about is this one. It's by NYX, and it's the NYX Matte Ink Eyeliner. And it's the one that comes with, it has the actual physical brush. It's just your traditional old brush tip that I've been using since I was 14 years old to create a wing. Now, when I was younger, I was able to do a very nice cat wing, but as I've gotten older, my eyes are getting a little bit more, the hoods are being more hoodie, and so I have to do more of a kitten wing. I realized that this kind of a brush tip may take a little bit more practice to get used to, but the truth is that once you do master this kind of a brush or a handle, it's really almost the most exact in application for liquid eyeliner. So this one right here on your left, but my right, is NYX's Matte Liquid Liner. And as you guys can see, it's very matte. It's just, all three of them are quite matte. And actually, the darkest is Schwing, the second darkest is the NYX one, and then unfortunately, the least pigmented is the Lancôme one. I think this one is something like $7, maybe $8. And so when, in using these three, I thought I'd come on here and let you know how I felt, because this one, the NYX matte one, it does not get affected by my teary eyes. It dries really quickly. So because it dries quickly, I have just enough time to apply it, but then I'm not having to worry about it being halfway down my face because my eyes are tearing. So of the three, my favorite would be NYX's matte liner. And then I would have to say the next favorite is the Schwing, with the exception that I cannot use it when my eyes are very, very runny. And then lastly, my least favorite is the Lancôme one. And so I thought I'd come on here and give you guys my opinion on these three liquid eyeliners in case you're on the market for a new one, or you happen to have them like me in your collection and you're like, which one do I use next? These are the three that I decided initially to pull out. This one, got so frustrated with the triple dipping and not being able to get a nice sharp kitten wing, so then I decided to pull out this one. And as I'm trying to make the kitten wing, da burn it if it's not going to smear because it's so watery, and every time I do it I have to really watch it to make sure that it has enough time to dry before my tears start to break it up. So then I get so frustrated that I decided to go into my collection and I pulled out this one, and ding ding ding, this was the winner of the three that I own. Am I going to continue to use these two? Yes. Like I said, I'll use them as much as I can. Like I'm going to go to the grocery store. I don't really want to have a very deep black one, then I'll pull in the Lancôme one. If I am just going to not do any kind of a kitten wing, just try to keep it as close to my lash line as possible, I'll use Schwing, which is such a shame because it gives the most beautiful, sharp, little wing, guys. Honestly, it's a beautiful liquid eyeliner. I wish my eyes weren't quite as watery, but I think the one that's just gonna be the winner and the one I'm gonna go reach for the most because it's just easiest to use is this one. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't yet, please take a second and hit the subscribe button down below. I'd love you to join my YouTube family, and I'm so grateful that you took a minute to spend with me today. You guys have a great day, and y'all be blessed. Bye.